Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today's video I'm back at it with another fishing challenge video, and this challenge is going to be a hard one. I'm going to be attempting to catch a fish on a piece of paper. That's right, you guys heard it right, a piece of paper, and I'm going to be trying to catch a fish on the paper. My idea is I'll rip off little bits and wet them, sort of paper mache it, roll them up into little maggot shapes basically, put them on the hook and see if I can catch a fish with it. I was looking all over YouTube to see if I could find ideas on how to do this, but there was none on there, so if I can pull this off it'll be a world's first maybe. I doubt it'll be a world's first, but it'll be first on YouTube maybe. So I'm going to be doing this challenge down the canal shortly. I'm going to take my pole down there, the piece of paper and my tackle box, that's all I'll be taking. No actual bait today, just the paper will be in my bait for some. Sounds really weird. In my last video I managed to pull off catching a fish on a piece of grass, which was unbelievably hard, so that I can only imagine that this is going to be 20 million times harder. Just before I leave, I thought I'd show you people who like me carp fishing. I got myself a new carp fishing rod. So I don't know the brand, I just liked it so I got it. I've got my Shimano reel on there and it's nice. Got the feeder attached on, so maybe in one of my upcoming videos I'll be able to go carp fishing with this bad boy. Let's grab my pole and I'll get my tackle box in just a second. I'll get it right now actually, it's in the other bit of the shed. Ready? Here it is. Get this and then the paper. And that's all I'll be taking down the canal today. Very weird combination, but I'll see you down there shortly. Just quickly before I head down, I'll give you guys a quick update on my birds. They're doing fine, these two are. If you guys watched my last video, you'd know what happened to the rest of my birds, so make sure you go and check that out. But here's the two birds, the two quails are down there doing absolutely fine. I'll go and show you my fish real quick, literally a 10-second clip, just because I want to cut to the case. I really want to get down the canal and try and catch this fish. But I'll show you my home fish real quick and then I'll go down there. In my room real quick, here's my cichlids. The tank's still very clean from the last time I cleaned it, and the fish are all doing absolutely amazing. That's all done now. Just thought I'd show you them for the people who enjoy watching my videos on the fish and birds and whatever. But for the most of it, I'll get down the canal now. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video so you see if I catch one on this paper. So guys, I've now arrived down the canal in the exact same spot where I caught the fish on the piece of grass in one of my last videos. Make sure you check that out, by the way, it's a cool video. So I thought I'd come here again just because these fish might like mysterious baits and they might want to have a bite on this paper. So I'm going to try and make these little paper maggots I was on about at the start of the video. But first, let's rig up the 50-old pole. So I've just rigged up the pole and I've made one of these little things. So this is the paper, as you can see I've ripped a bit off. And I just folded it up and I'm going to wet this in a second. I'll do it now actually. I'll wet that and it'll sort of mash together. And then when that's in the water, the fish might just see it and think it's a maggot. A white maggot or whatever. And bite it and I'll catch him. Guys, I've now put on a piece of paper onto the little hook. So I'm going to cast this out right now. I've set the depth as well so it'll be on the bottom. So I'll be expecting fish like gudgeon, perch and roach. Stuff like that. Could even get a tench hopefully, that would be very rare. So I've just been, oh, it's sunk. So I'm on the floor now, I'm fishing on a piece of paper. Wish me luck and hopefully I can catch one. Now when I caught the fish on the piece of grass, it took me a good half an hour to 40 minutes to get my first bite. So I've been here 10 minutes now with no bites. This is not looking promising, but definitely worth a shot. And I'm convinced I'm going to catch one, just like I was convinced I was going to catch on the grass, and I got 4 in the end on them. So yeah, just watching the float at the moment, and yeah, wish me luck. Fish are definitely active in this spot. I've just seen a load jump up right in front of me, and then right over there in that sandy bit, about 4 perch was just like schooled up, attacking something. It was pretty cool. And then a kingfisher flew by and landed on there. You don't see kingfishers often, that's quite cool. No, oh, I've got a bite. Fish on, fish on. Fish on! Oh, I've caught a perch. I've caught a perch on a piece of paper. This is crazy. Look at, oh, he's a bit of a guthook. I'll get the forceps or whatever on him. But wow, this fish that I've just caught on a piece of paper, it's got a bit of a guthook. So I'll get the whatever these things are called. I forgot. I'll get them on him. Get the hook out and I'll show you. Finally got that hook out this little fish's mouth. I'll get him back quick because he was out the water a while. Thank God he's fine. that was my first fish on a piece of paper. Just as I was saying as well, it might take a while to catch one. I whipped one straight up. Wow. Not once did I think I'd catch one on one of these little things. That's crazy. I'll get back in on another piece now and see if I can get one. Just about another 10 minutes after I've had that last one, I'm having more bites right now. Oh, they've just stopped. I was having bites just. But yeah, this challenge is going really well so far. It's not as hard as I actually thought it would be. Because, you know, you think as paper is just for writing on, but catching a fish on it's next level. I've somehow managed to get snagged on something, and I'm literally on a hook, not a lure or nothing. I'm really badly snagged, so I might have to put a new rig on. All was fine, I got the snag out without losing the hook, thankfully. Now I know that perch, at this peg anyway, like paper. I'm hoping to catch a bigger perch on a piece of paper on here now. But honestly, like I said when I got here, these fish at this peg must love weird baits. So if there's any other weird baits you guys want to tell me to use in the comments, let me know and I'll do a video. Come right here using a weird bait and I'll try and catch fish on it. It's gone very slow again. When I was saying it might take a while, I think it might very well take a long time now, because I probably just got lucky. Probably got very lucky because I caught one within the first 10 minutes somehow. It's been about 30 minutes since I caught that now, and it's been usually if I was here on maggots or worms, I would have had about 20 more fish by now, because this spot's very active for some reason. I don't know why, it's just like my usual spot where I come and there's loads of fish. But yeah, the paper's obviously not the greatest bait. It's a hard bait. It's a very hard challenge. But yeah, I'm back home. I put a new piece of paper on because that last one somehow dissolved. But yeah, so I'll get back to it. There's now another barge. There's been 3 barges past this morning. Another one's now on its way. So hopefully that barge scares a fish to my piece of paper, which is down there at the bottom, really quick before it hits the spot, so I can catch it before they get there. Guys, literally as I said that, saying like the barge will scare a fish to me, I caught another fish on a paper. This is going good. I've caught 2 fish so far in a space of 40 minutes. I'm happy with that. It's another perch, obviously. The perch must love the paper. Look, he's a nice little one as well. He's only a tiddler, it's just like the last one. But I'm hoping for a monster. I'm not going to get one though, I know I'm not, but drop him back in there. And yeah, 2nd fish on a piece of paper, for God's sake. That's insane. I'll have to make some more of them things now, so I'll get that. Roll it up real quick. Oh God, this is hard with one hand. I'll do it off camera with 2 hands, one second. Right, sorted. I've got that done now off camera. Nice little maggoty worm looking thing, but it's white. I'll get this on the hook right now and I'll get fishing. Right, so it's been around 40 minutes since I've been here and I've had 2 fish now, which is wicked. So in 40 minutes, when I was doing it on the grass as well, that was around the mark where I started to catch more fish. So hopefully the paper started to lure some more fish in. In fact, let me do some. This is the thing I'm doing. I usually throw in ground bait or maggots around my float, but seeing as I'm on paper today, I'm going to throw in some bits of paper around my float. That did not go very well. They're just literally floating on the surface. Hopefully they'll sink. I've just been having a ton of gudgeon bites, little tiny gudgeon bites, but I couldn't catch it because the hook I've got on, it's not huge, but it's quite big for the canal, because my little hooks, I've run out of them and I've just lost one, so I can't put another one on, so I've had to put my next smaller one on, which is a bit big for gudgeon. The mosquitoes and little midges in the sky biting me, but at this moment of time, it's unreal. There's so many on my legs. I've got, by the time I get home, I'm going to have about 1 million lumps all over my leg, just from gnat bites. Another barge has now made its way through that bridge and is now heading right towards me. So, I'm going to film the same clip as last time. Right, so this might scare a fish right to my float. Now watch me get one. Long story short, I didn't catch one. My old tactics no longer work, apparently. I've now reached the hour mark, meaning I've been here for an hour. So I've had 2 fish in the space of an hour, when usually I would have had a lot more, but that's acceptable because I'm fishing on paper, so yeah, that's understandable. Fish on, fish on. I've caught a rope. I was just about to give up and go home, but then I caught this. You guys saw me whip it in, that's pretty cool. Somehow I caught a roach on a piece of paper. Let's plop him back in. You're not dead, you can swim. I'm not quite sure what happened. Oh, off he goes, off he goes. I thought he was dead for a second, and I don't know how he was dead, but I thought he was. And now he's swum off, he's fine. But that's my 3rd fish. I've had 2 perch and 1 roach now, which is wicked. on a piece of paper. Like, who would have thought catching a fish on a piece of paper would even like come to someone's mind, and it actually, I've made it a reality. I may have made some world record here, I don't know. Right, so 3 fish in 1 hour on a piece of paper. I'm happy with that. I think I'm gonna go for 1 more fish on this piece of paper. Obviously I've got to put a new piece on now, so let's get that, I'll get that prepared in a sec. But I'm gonna go for 1 more fish, and maybe 1 more after that, I don't know. I'll see. So 2 more fish potentially, but 1 definite. So I'll pop a piece of paper on this now actually. Rip one off, I'll make this into a little ball, and then I'll pop it on the hook. That bad boy is now on the hook, and it's out, down at the bottom, in the middle of the canal, in the perfect spot where the fish are. I was just having bites, and I struck and I missed it. Sitting here waiting for these fish, these gnats are killing my legs. It's horrible. They're literally itching like mad, and it's quite hard holding the rod and the camera without itching them. But like I said, I was having bites, but I missed them. Come on, fishy. I literally need 1 more fish, and then I can go in, and my challenge will have been complete. It's so hard. You have to wait forever. These challenges, I love them, but they take ages to film and ages to do. It's all worthwhile though. It's very worth it. Finally I've caught him. I've caught the 3rd perch of the day. He's a bit bigger than the other 2 he is. So that's my big perch for the day, what I was on about. He's the big one. Look at him, he's got his nice little spine up. Beautiful fish. So I'll plop him back in, off he swims. Right. Finally I've caught 4 fish on a piece of paper. This challenge was almost near impossible to film, but I made it possible. I made the impossible possible. 4 fish in about an hour and a half's time on this stuff right here. That's pretty good if you ask me. Unfortunately guys, I am going to have to wrap the video up here. But if you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash the thumbs up button. Just smash it for me. Get this video to as many likes as you possibly can. And I'll come back down this canal, do another fishing challenge. I don't know. I've got some ideas on my head, like... Guys, my camera died whilst I was down the canal, so I'll wrap my video up right here at home again. So, you guys enjoyed watching, please smash the thumbs up button. Make sure you do that, it helps out a lot. Subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 2,000 now, but thank you all very much for 1,000. I'm on 1,100 now, which is awesome. But thank you very much for that. Turn on the post notifications while you're down there, just so you don't miss a video when I post one. I'm going sea fishing soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But make sure you check some other videos out what I linked up here, and I'll see you all in the next one, so peace for now.